Good afternoon from the Sunshine State of Florida. It's Lana in my backyard, just enjoying the sounds of nature. The birds are singing. I just had a flyover of parakeets because they tend to hang out here. And I want to ask you, what scares you? What can you do differently in your life that may create a forward momentum, something that you've been avoiding, something you're afraid of doing, but it's ultimately keeping you from growth and change in your life? Change is constant. It's better to embrace it and ride the wave and flow with life as it comes than to try to fight and resist it or try to control the way that it unfolds for yourself. Because in the end, everything's always going to end up happening the way it's meant to happen. The question is whether or not you're able to embrace it and feel it like it's a second skin versus the tension that builds in your body. So tell me, is there anybody out there who's willing to do things differently in their lives to approach and be in a different place? I know for myself, it took me a while to get into doing these videos. Not because I was afraid of doing the videos, but maybe because it was different. Because it wasn't something I was doing already. I was already writing and blogging, and I really wanted to keep up with that. But the messages and the themes that I was getting were so constant and flowing in that I couldn't even keep up with them. And I felt like, well, maybe if I get on the video, I'll be able to share more of what I'm sensing and getting through in my morning meditations a lot quicker to the right people, and when they need to hear them, and when they need to have some inspiration, little nourishing love bites, as I call them. So life is funny though. We can live a habitual life and not even realize we're so caught up in our habits and routines that it's actually keeping us from growing and evolving in our lives. The idea that life has to be a certain way, that we rarely challenge what we've always been told, and releasing the old belief systems. That's where we really need to change. That's where the changes in our lives begin. When we start questioning everything we think we've ever known or everything we think we know, that's where you can find great insights. Insights into what it is that's brought you to where you're at in this point in your life. Because as I was saying in previous videos, everything you're thinking of in this moment is creating your future. If you're stuck in the past and the old stories, you're going to continue to live the same stories, whether in different experiences or the same situations, just with different people. You know, the most traditional is, I don't understand why I'm in such a bad relationship, or why the wrong people are attracted to me. We'll ask ourselves these questions, but never stop to think, well, maybe I'm still continuing the same patterns. And I need to stop talking about this old story as if it's real and create a new one. When something feels familiar, look at it as if it's a new experience. Try to detach all those previous familiar situations from this familiar one. Approach things differently, think differently. One of the things Date with Destiny, they told us, is that what you have to do is, like a child, look at every situation like it's a brand new experience. And with that new experience means seeing it as if you've never had anything like it, so that you can respond to it differently. So it turns out I have a very loud doggy next door whose owners are not too happy with it. And I can react or I can respond. Poor puppy. No. Anyway, I really wanted to bring to people's attention that 9 times out of 10, we're constantly in habit mode. So we're approaching the same situations with the same actions and beliefs and thoughts that we have in the past. And all that's doing is keeping us stuck. So try doing something different today. If something feels familiar, do something that doesn't feel so familiar. Step out of your comfort zone. I know that's the toughest thing, because what we fear is what we actually need to do the most. So please, any questions, any feedback, I'm sending my love and light to you. Have a blessed afternoon and do something different. Let it scare you. The more you do something different, the easier it is to do something new and exciting. Because then you notice when you do something different, it wasn't so bad now, was it? Feel better? The more you do it, the better you feel, and the more momentum that you create in your life. And the quicker you start to propel forward with all those changes that you really want, that you're fearful of making those motions to get to. All right, have a great evening. Love you. Bye.